Hello, welcome back to part 2 of learning how to lay out your interface. And we're following the example of trying to rebuild, let's say, this iPhone 3GS keypad here. So we already kind of did the body of it, and we fleshed out the majority of it. All that's left to do is kind of proceed with these buttons here and how the layout's going to look. Alright, so what's the plan? So we have this body here where this orange outline is going to contain the different rows for our buttons. So let's go ahead and start with the bottom row and work our way in. Alright, so the children that get added to this, what do we want? Do we want columns or rows? Well, let's drop in an image or two and see what that looks like. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images. 5 buttons in this case. But I see a small problem. These are stacking on top of each other, like rows. We don't want them to be stacking. We want them to be actually shoulder to shoulder, like columns. Alright, so if I ever make an icon for columns and rows, I'll probably have an icon of a user, a silhouette, shoulder to shoulder for columns, and for stacking is a bunch of dead bodies on top of each other. Okay, maybe not. That'll just freak out some people. Forget I even mentioned it. So we want columns, and we want actually that's too high. But even before I go further, is the layout height actually good? So basically, we want the layout, the outline to reach sort of in the middle of each of these rows, like right where the middle is. And it looks like it's already doing that. So most of our work is already done. Sweet. But the images are like too high. Too tall. So let's go ahead and go to the bottom row. Let's call this come on, row 1, F2, and then say row 2, and so forth and so forth. Alright, let's go ahead to padding and make sure that we add some to the bottom, not too much. About there, where the black stuff is. Actually, there's a bit of a drop shadows, right? So let's go back down one. Alright, and for the top now, let's see. Keep going. Let's go with that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's modify one of these images so it actually looks a little bit like one of these buttons. Alright, so let's go ahead and edit. Type in iPhone. I didn't type in properly. So let's see, the body button, keyboard body button, that's the one. Alright, so left click anywhere outside to remove that selection, because it's easier for me if I do that instead of trying to modify the existing ones that are already there. And it goes by pretty quick. So something like that, so we can get 3 pixels, the top 3 pixels, you can tell there's like a dark pixel here and a dark pixel here, so I want those to be part of the corner. You know, so in this case, top left and top right would actually own those pixels. And for here, I want something like that. No, let's try it. Nothing is applied. So what does that look like? Is that what I want? Oh, I can already tell that there's too much padding on the bottom. The top might actually work out pretty well. Alright, you know what? Let's just finish working on this one. Let's go with the middle button so we can see what the gradient looks like. So let's use the color picker, pick the very top. Well, actually, just a pixel below the top, because I don't want to highlight. And the very bottom. Not the very bottom, just slightly above. Okay. Let's grab that, take a look. Maybe do that. I don't know. Let's try playing around with this a little bit. Oh, that looks like a oh, that's not a bad effect actually. But that's not what it actually looks like. So let's not go overboard. All right, let's try this. Let's try this, and let's make the top also the same. Alright, not bad. So this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah, I know. Not done yet. Delete. What I'll do is I'll just duplicate this one. I can, well, you can hit duplicate, or you can say copy and then just keep on hitting Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. And how many images do we need? We need 5. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so we're good there. But I think the width on this, let me see, the width on this is 85 by whatever. And I believe this is also the same. Pretty much the same, yeah. 85. So let's go to custom 85. And this one too. Alright. What about this? You know what? I never liked the space being here on the side and such a small button. You know, if it's like a keyboard, I freaking want it to be a little bit wider and longer. So I'm not gonna follow what they have here in the template. I'm gonna make my keyboard really wide, and I'm gonna put it in the middle, the space key, I mean. So let's make this narrow and make this narrow, and this is going to be the space key. I'm just gonna space. You know what? I'm gonna go with oh, no. Is that too much? I mean, let's see. Alpha click, no. Alpha blend, yes. Bilinear, yes, that'll smooth it out a little bit. It's a little more CPU, I mean graphics, shader intensive, but whatever. And Unity doesn't always play nicely with alpha blends when you stack them, you know, one on top of each other. It likes alpha clipping, or it knows how to process those a little bit faster. And let's change the color. It should be more grayish, I think. I mean, we can use a color picker if we wanted to. See if we can get some kind of gray from that. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna waste any time on this. It is what it is. Moving on. I could move this up a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's good. You know what, I'm gonna reuse this, so I'm gonna duplicate this and put it in, not in that one, in this one. So this is the one I duplicated, and I'm gonna put it in image, whatever. Oh, but this needs to be, needs to be white. Alright, let's go ahead and modify the tint on this right now. So here, just 1 pixel below and 1 pixel right above the bottom. See what it looks like real quick. Not quite there. Let's try making the ends also the same color. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that looks a lot better. And we can I don't know about that. Let's try like this. It's not bad. What about this? Nope. No. Alright, let's leave it here. I probably have to play with the colors a little bit more. I believe this value is probably, yeah. Let's try going up a little bit. Yeah, that looks, and this also up a little bit. Let's remove the grayscale for a second. Let's go with this. It's not quite where I would like it, but it's not bad. It's not like too bad either. I'm probably not grabbing the color correctly. Whatever. Moving on. Let's grab the color. Alright, and the bottom portion of it. let's make sure this is okay. That's pretty close. It's not like spot on, but I don't care. Alright, so let's go to margin. This is center, okay, good. So I want it to be just a little higher up. That's good. Great. Alright, let's duplicate this and add it for image 4. So Control D also you can use, and drag it here. You know what? Let me delete the image and the text. Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna duplicate. Let me collapse this. I'm just gonna highlight the image. I can collapse it if I want. And I'm gonna duplicate this, and it'll duplicate the image and the text, and it'll put it at the very end. So you can keep on duplicating it, and it'll keep on adding it to the very end. But I only need one more. Alright. Okay. Change the text. And what is this? This is that. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Let's copy this and add it to image 1, the text. So Control D. This is an add sign. That looks a little darker, doesn't it? No problem. Let's make it darker. No biggie. And what is that, a period or something? Let's use a darker one. Control D to duplicate. Add it to image 3, and this is a period. Okay, good. That is. What is this? Let's left align it slightly to the middle. Okay, so that's 1. All right. Now with this, you know, this font is actually not the same. I can tell with this return and this return. Alpha clip, no, point. You know what? Leave it. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Alpha and point. Let's just go with point because I like to see the jaggedies. Okay, so the other rows. How do we do the other rows? Do I have to create everything all over again, or can I cheat a little bit? I say let's cheat. So let's select the existing rows. That would actually appear here. This, and this. So not row 1, but row 2, row 3, and 4. So highlight them and delete. Highlight. Let me collapse some of this. Highlight row 1 and duplicate. Row 1, duplicate. Row 1, duplicate. So we have 4 rows. What's happening here? I thought I fixed that. Anyways. Yes, that was a bug. Alright, so this row, well, I can tell already I don't want this dark image, and I don't want this, and this. But the whiter ones I do want to keep. And in here, I think we're missing one more image. So I'm going to highlight it here and duplicate, and move image forward to the end. And it's no longer width of 85. It's actually width of 40. Alright. So I can just type in 40 and change the text also to a back symbol, except I don't have an actual texture to use, so I'll just use text. And the first image is also 40, I believe. It looks about 40 to me. And the text for this is pound plus equals. But the font for this is a little bit smaller. No, that's too small. I don't know. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and make this 50, and the last one 50 also. And okay, these are uneven. Let's go ahead and set this back to expand to fill. Expand to fill. Expand to fill the width, and expand to fill the width. Alright, that's not terrible. Alright. So let's first go ahead and have that period, have that underline, except the color needs to be a little darker. That's alright. And what is this? This is a minus. And this is also a period. Yay for us. We don't need to do as much work. Whee! So row 1, row 2. So, now that I think about it, I think row 4 is kind of what I want. I mean, I'm gonna delete row 3 and 4, and duplicate row 3. Actually, let's just go with this for the moment. What the hell? Height is 0. I gotta figure out what's going on there. Okay, so this looks a little off, so I'm just gonna put in a temporary group. And let's delete the last two, and let's duplicate this. How many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. And duplicate 6. Alright, sweet. And the padding on this is a bit more on the, I would say 14 or 15. I can always change that. I'll change the labels later. Let me delete this group again and duplicate one more time. I think I know what's causing that. It's just not refreshing. And now we have the top portion also. Well, this isn't. This is back to 0, I think, or maybe 1. All right, and of course these would be what is it? 6. We would need 7, 8, 9, 0. So 4 more. So Control D, Control D, Control D. Okay, and 0. 10. Yeah. So basically, that's what you get. So yeah. And you can already see it's taking shape. So let me time lapse this and fill in the rest of these labels. Just give me 1 second. Be right back. All right. 3 minutes later. Now you see all the rows are pretty much matching. Even though it's not the exact same font, it's close enough. And of course, you know, there's certain things. Let's say like this seems to be actually wider than yeah, I think it's more like 80 instead of 85. So yeah, after you've done with this part and tweaking it, this would actually be a little like 42, just so it looks a little nicer. And of course, you can add some spacing also, just like you see here, using the margins. You don't have to use a group, you know, and jam it in between there. You can just add a right margin of how much ever you need. I would say 8-ish for that, and left margin for this one. Say 8. Too much? Yeah, too much. And go back. Yeah, something like that. You get the idea. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope this basic overview kind of introduced you not only to you know, doing a UI element like the iPhone keypad, but actually you come away with learning how to work with the different layout elements and padding and margin and, you know, and sizing, and how expand to fill actually you know, actually helps you out in a sense. So if you need to go to a larger size screen, basically you can just you know, change the width and the height, and it'll accommodate those larger sizes. So if you have a horizontal versus vertical, and then you just shrink. Oh, not that. Sorry. Let me put that back to 480, and 320, and this one here. Where's the body? Keypad. Yeah, this is the one. So if you needed to, you can go ahead and use that and you know, get creative. Except for for this top one, it doesn't shrink, but it can be made to shrink as well. So yeah, I hope you learned how to use this better, and you start making some really neat stuff, and maybe you can make some suggestions of your own how to improve certain parts of it. Always appreciated. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you another time. Laters.